Hey, Shalom family, at this time, may the peace of y'all be with each and every one. This is a very important video I must do at this time to help the people of y'all out. Yes, it's very important. We know that we are Hebrew people now at this time, the Hebrews. Yes, the people of the book, the chosen ones of our Yah, our Creator, of heaven and the earth, that made all things, that formed us from the dust, brothers and sisters. I'm going to be reading in this video from this translation called Living Bible Perfect Translation. You have one, you'll see, like I read it. But if you don't, you know you have to use what you have. Because there's very translation out there, brothers and sisters. But this one right here, this video. Should we march on D.C. to ask this government to set the captives free? Brothers and sisters. The plain answer is no, and I'm going to show you why and tell you why. This is not no Egypt. It's not Mizraim. So take that to heart, brothers and sisters. We have people talking about dreams and vision. This sometimes is a vision to march. Somebody claim they have a vision and want to get all the Hebrew people together to go on a march. Just like Martin Luther King, he had a dream. And you all well know that dream is not true. Just like this vision will not be true, brothers and sisters. Will not accomplish anything at all. You will go down there, waste your money, spend your money, when you could be using your money in a better way than that. To unite, to buy land, buy animals, and housing. Not waste millions of dollars to go on a march to Washington, D.C. Waste a lot of time. And I'm going to show you why, because a lot of our people don't have the spirit of Yah, the Ruach of Yah, to guide you, to lead you anywhere. Because if you look into the prophet book, Yah, which the King James Version called Jeremiah, you'll see about the dreams and visions people tell. Because Yah gave the prophets, his prophets of that time, dreams and visions. But he took it away from them when he sent us away into captivity for our punishment. Yes, for us being exiled and being put out of the land was punishment. So keep that in mind. I'm going to read some meanings on the word redemption. I'm going to cover this part of my lesson first. It's very important. Because Yah told us, when people are saying they have dreams and cause people to forget the name of the Creator and visions, and cause the people to forget the Creator's name and turn from the ways of Yah, from keeping the laws. All these false dreams and visions they had, brothers and sisters. False apostles. False prophets. We have no false apostles, but false prophets. And so they would guide you with their visions and their dreams. But Yah said, let my people, let the chosen ones of Yah speak his words. See, Yah going to set us free by his words, brothers and sisters. He plainly tell you, I'm going to read it in the book of Isaiah, the prophet, the 48th chapter. And I'm going to read all of the 49th chapter, a portion of 48 and all of 49 to show you the words of Yah. How Yah going to redeem us? It's very important, brothers and sisters. This will not be nothing like the Exodus. Much greater. Because when you know our history and you get into the scriptures, all the times our ancestors was taken away into captivity. Every time they was redeemed, delivered from, brought back to their land of promise, it wasn't in the ways they were brought from Mizraim and were laid out of Mizraim in a hurry. And all of y'all practiced all of these, showed all these different signs and inflicted all these different signs on Mizraim, which you call Egypt today. If you go in there and read, I'm going to read a portion to you in a little bit, how they got delivered from Babylon. Yes. In the book of Daniel, when it said Daniel, he had a vision of 4 animals, 4 beasts, to show you that on the last 4 kingdoms that were going to rule the earth. And every first beast they was exiled to. And Scripture shows you how y'all delivered them. It had nothing to do with like Egypt, brothers and sisters. This deliverance, which we are scattered all over the earth in many different nations, will have nothing to do and will not be like the way they got delivered from Egypt. How y'all told Moshe to go and tell Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to let my people go. Y'all did not put that on no one at this time. To go and tell the leaders to let my people go. Brothers and sisters, you got to understand one thing. We've been brought to these nations by force. You got to know that. Even looking at this word redeem, I'm going to go over some meanings. We was taken, sold, brought by others. Sold by some and brought by others. Others came and redeemed us for their goods and their possessions. For rum, sugar, and many other different things they sold us for, brothers and sisters. Gold, silver, whatever. All without the permission of the Creator. The Creator said He the one put us out for nothing. And He said He's going to redeem us for nothing. He don't have to pay, He don't owe the government nothing. Because He never gave not one government permission to take us, to sell us, to buy us. Think about these things, brothers and sisters, not one. Therefore, y'all have no need to go to the government or send some agent to the government and say, go tell this one, this king, this ruler, this president, to let my people go. You dishonor the name of Yah when you have something like that in your mind, brothers and sisters. You don't know the words of Yah. A lot of people don't know the words of Yah, brothers and sisters. Even they tell you the one want to go on these marches, this Rainbow Coalition, like the movement of Islam, the Nation of Islam, this Million Man March, went down there with the Rainbow Coalition of Religion. Our people want to do the same thing. Rainbow Coalition of people going down there with multiple names of the Creator and want to present this to some government. What did they ask you? Who sent you down here? Who name are you coming in? They say, oh, Yahweh. Another one say Yahuwah. Another one say Yahweh. 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 See, all of these various names, many. Jehovah and on. No one representative, no unity among this Rainbow Coalition. They want to bring forth. Let's all unite. How can you unite on all of these different names? That when the Creator said He is one. Even our ancestors, they didn't want you to know, came over here with their names. Had Yah in there. Some sung the song Kumbaya. The Scripture tells you in the book of Daniel, chapter 9, that the people are called with the name of Yah. Even the city, our capital city over there, what they call Israel today, was called Yah Shalom. You got to have all of this knowledge, brothers and sisters, of Yah before you just follow people. Even if somebody saying they had a vision. Yah tell us plain to speak his words, not no vision or dreams. We're not going to be led by nobody's visions or dreams, but only by the laws and prophecies of Yah. That's why Yah said through the mouth. He told Isaiah, if not according to the laws of prophecy. There's no truth in these people, brothers and sisters. They're going to mislead you. Even this government will laugh at you, because they have enough common sense to know there is no such thing of a Messiah. Nobody came to die for your sins. I got a video coming out of this one going to show you that plainly. Only Yah sent us away for breaking his covenant, his law, and punished us for breaking his laws, for sinning against him, be disobedient to him, and he put us out of the land. He told us all these things were going to occur to us. We're going to be taken captives as slaves and be sold here to dead. And no one will be able to buy you back. Read that in Deuteronomy 6. Excuse me, 28:68. Because Abiyah said he is the only one going to redeem us, deliver us, brothers and sisters. His way. There's not going to be nothing like no Egypt. You can go down there with that foolishness if you want to, brothers and sisters. Asking some nation to let my people go. That's not even the words of Yah. So right here, I'm going to cover some meanings we have under this word redeem. See, because I want to repeat this again first. All nations are guilty for selling and buying us, Hebrew people. Even if y'all got a law against that. See, they broke the everlasting covenant of Yah, the laws of Yah. All these nations that had their hands in the pot. And I'm going to tell a nation what Yah said was going to take place to you. Because your forefathers did these things to us. And he said, everyone that did these things to us going to go into slavery. Everyone who killed us, they're going to be killed. These are the words of Yah, brothers and sisters. I can't lie to you. It said redeem, to recover ownership of by payment or specific sum. This under the words of they say, okay, to recover. I mean, somebody recovers something that they sold off. Somebody, but in this case, y'all recovering us. He never sold us off. He put us out of the land for punishment. Other people came in and captured us, and then sold us to here to there. Even in the book of Ezekiel, plainly tell you, the Edomites had their hand in the pot and sold us throughout all the earth. The Edomites, yes, Esau's seed. The ones that call themselves the Sephardic Jews in the land right now today. Someone could call themselves Romans or whatever they want to call them, identify themselves as them, the ones that sold us. Yes, with the Ishmael seed, with the European nations. Many of them sold us from here to there, brother, throughout the earth. And they claimed us as their properties, cattle, goods. So they did all the redeeming us. For possession as slaves, as property. But Abiyah said the true redemption is Yah, the Redeemer, he said, without paying them anything, because they stole us. See, they stole us, the apple of Yah's eyes, and then did all manner of evil things to us, incarcerate us. Everything they do to us is in the court of Yah is illegal. Because one, they got a theft charge on them. Yes, from the higher court in heaven, all your governments, you hear me, all your officials of the government, that work for got all the agencies of the government. Your government stole us. And all of y'all said, do not steal. And took us far from our borders on boats and ships, held us in dungeons for long periods of time. And to this day, when they take you to court, a lot of times they keep you in dungeons under the court buildings, the holding cells. The marshal drag you here to there to different rooms to be tried and tested, charged. When there should be no charge. Everything should be dropped. Everything is illegal what they do to us, brothers and sisters, in the court of Yah. Everything. These people is extremely, all these nations is held under contempt and is guilty as charged. Every nation today, brothers and sisters. You got to remember this for the rest of your life. Because not one of these nations had the authority from Yah, the right from Yah, to take us. But they did it for their own selfish greed to gain wealth. The only thing the nation can do to us is repay us. We need to get a redemption from these nations to find monetary value. So some of these men say to recover ownership by paying a specific sum to make better or more acceptable. So right here you got to make better or more acceptable, to buy back, redeem, to get, see, to get or win back. That come under the meaning of redeem, to get. See, like when you look at this term, to get, that's when they bought us, and that's what they got. That's when they, by theft, they stole us, they captured us, sold us, and the European got us and threw us on a boat, tied us up, shackled us up, and took us way over here to another location, to the sale, to another port, then to the slave sale block, the auction block, and sold us to nation, people to people. And so to buy back, to exchange for goods. See right here they got to buy back, to change for goods. I put right here Hebrews. See, they to exchange for goods. That's to exchange. That's what under this fall under the word redeem. They got something and they gave, and the other person who gave something got us. You see that? To get. This is what you get in return for you giving us all this sugar. For you giving us some gold or silver, some rice, some rum. They got in return, they redeemed us. See? When they brought these things to the Africans over there, the Hamites, kings, you see that? Some of them, like, they probably did loan, like, okay, we'll give you, we're loaning some of these slaves right here, but we got to redeem. We want to, when you come back, we're gonna redeem our property. See, we're gonna get our sugar, our rum, and all the other things. See, all these different trade-offs. That's why they call it the transatlantic slave trade. So there's a lot of redeeming going on. Think about that, brothers and sisters. All illegal transactions. Everything was illegal. When it came down to us, it was all illegal, all against the Most High, the creator of heaven and the earth. So right here we have, I'm watching my time, and say, to free from what distresses or harms. See, that's a form of redemption. To free, y'all gonna free us from this harm and what trouble us. It say to recover from captivity, especially by payment. See, but this one will come without payment. See, y'all will not pay not one being, 1 cent to redeem us back. Because y'all never sold us. See, keep that in mind, brother. Take that to heart, brothers and sisters. Y'all never sold us. He just punished us. Other nations took us wherever they captured us at and sold us. Because y'all, and he only allowed that to be because y'all said he's going to punish us. He wasn't going to come in and help us for a long period of time. Not for a appointed season. Now we at near that time period. It said right here, it said to free from captivity by payment. I read that. Ransom. To release from debt of blame. It said to recover, to free from conscience of sin. See, y'all even say he's going to redeem us from this consequence of sin. He said he's going to bring us back and clean us up. See, he's the only one that can redeem us, even from sin. See that in my next video, how he's going to redeem us from sin. The same way he said he's going to bring us back home and clean us up, that is redeeming from the consequences of sin. To buy or pay off. See, to buy or pay off. Make you think about a lottery ticket. You buy a lottery ticket, and then if you win, you pay off, you redeem your lottery ticket, and you get whatever the payoff is. It's the origin of redeem is to take, buy. See, so under this redeem is this word to take. And that's what they did to Hebrew people. They took the Hebrew people and sold us. All the ones who had their hand in the pot of thievery. So with that, you keep this in your mind about redeem. I ain't want to write, so I got to write a lot of more information about redeem, but I don't want to get too deep in that to make it too long. But this word redeem, how are y'all going to redeem us, deliver us, and bring us back, is not asking this government at all to be redeemed, to be set free from captivity. We don't ask this government to be to let us go. This is not Egyptian. Y'all say this is going to be much greater. And he said, we're not even going to remember what took place in Egypt. It's going to be much greater, brother and sister. Remember, when y'all redeemed them from Babylon, one day y'all raised up this one, he appointed Cyrus, Koresh from Persia, which is called Iran. I made a mistake in my other video. I said Iraq. But it's Iran. I caught it when I was listening to the video. I don't know how the word I got Iraq on my mind. I just probably had it on my mind at the time, but I slipped and said it. But it's Iran. And he made a decree for the Hebrew people to go home. But Abiyah gave him that knowledge to make the decree to tell everybody that belongs to Yah to go home. But and also, before that, Abiyah sent the Medes and Persians, went down there and crushed under Babylon. See, that deliverance was after the Exodus. There's never been a deliverance after Exodus. It will never be again. Every time the Father said it's free, it never was go to this king the president and y'all say let my people go. People saying that you're watching too many movies, brothers and sisters. A lot of that Exodus movies in your mind, they torturing Hollywood. That was one time thing. I showed his power that way, but he said he would show his power a totally different way this time. Not for us to go down there to Washington to make a fool out yourself and ask for redemption. Well, all y'all praying to tell us to unite. He's telling us all through the scriptures. If you see my videos, I'm saying how much I can give you in this video, how we're going to be delivered. Y'all said, plain out, if you're a lion and vote as a lion don't want to tell no other animal, we want to go free from this land. We want to walk over there. They just going to do what they got to do. They come together and roll out. Like y'all said, this time, this is the way this is going down. We're not asking them for freedom. Y'all say he's going to free us. His way. You got to take that to heart, brothers and sisters. He's going to make all these nations submit. So y'all say these nations going into captivity. Why the world you going to go to a nation and ask them for freedom? If you do that, you get empire over you once again. You're not even respecting, you don't even know y'all when you do this, brothers and sisters. A lot of people don't talk about some Christ, some Messiah. Well, y'all say he punished you. And part of this curse was going to come upon you, your enemies was going to take you captivity. Read Deuteronomy 28. He didn't give them permission, but that was part of the curse. Through your punishment, the curses came upon you. Through your disobedience, the judgment came upon you. But y'all never told not one nation to take you as slave because he got laws against that. They did it by force, and that's why they did the things they done unto you, brothers and sisters. Deuteronomy chapter 48, verse 12, I'm going to start off with. I'm going to read at this time. It said, listen to me, my people, my chosen ones. I alone am, I alone am Bara, the creator. So I am the first, and I am the last. See right there? I wanted to start off right there first because a lot of people in this new false testament, they tell you that this Messiah is the first and the last. Only Yah say he is the first and the last. See, they want to make somebody co-equal to the creator. So right here, he said he is the first and he is the last. Let me read a little bit more. 13. And it was my hand that laid the foundations of the earth in the palms of my right hand, spread out the heavens above. And I spoke, and they came into being. See, he spoke it. And that's why it was so important at that time at the rock that Moshe didn't obey Abiyah. He told him to speak to the rock, but he didn't do that. See, he wanted to show his power again. But that one time Moshe reneged on that because he was so angry with the people and didn't obey Yah. And now Yah told him, you're going to die and you will not go in that land of promise. Because Abiyah at that time wasn't able to carry out all the things he wanted to show them through the man he chosen. And he didn't allow nobody else to do it, so right there he punished Moshe for that. So right there, I'm not going to stay with that too long. But I'm going to drop down to the 16th and 17th verse of 48. It means that Yah, your Redeemer, the Kodesh one of Israel, see the set apart one of Israel. He said, I am Yah, your Bara, your Creator, who punish you for your own benefit and lead you along the path that you should follow. See? He said, oh, that you had listened to my laws. You see that? That's what Abiyah said. Only if our ancestors would have listened to his laws, this would have never came about. So that's what he's telling them. He said, then you will have had peace flowing like a gentle river and great waves of righteousness. I'm going to go and read 19. And then you would have become a numerous as the sand along the seashores of the world, too many to count. And there would have been no need for your destruction. So keep that in mind. Right here it reads in 20, verse 20, yet even now be free from your captivity. Leave Babylon. You see that? See what Abiyah told him right there? He told him to be free from your captivity. Leave Babylon. I never told him to go to talk to the king, like he told Moshe. So right here it reads, sing as you go, shout to the ends of the earth that Yah has redeemed his servants. You see that? He brought you back. Even right there, he redeemed them without money. Even the people in America tell you, oh, we're not holding you. We're not stopping you here. Slavery is over. So why you gonna go and they tell you something? They even tell you slavery is over. They say you only here because you want to. Then you got the fools going in there want to go tell them, let the captives go free. See, they got their mind in the movies, brothers and sisters. They don't know the words of Yah. Even this government, while you stay here, see, you stay here out of disobedience to Yah, so that you still, when you stay here, you stay under their law system, their rules, and they already hate you. So out of rebellion, you're getting punished even greater. By the same people that brought you here as slaves by force. Now they claim to say, oh, you're free. So why you want to exercise some foolishness and think you can do something on what Moshe did, but you doing it and y'all never told you to do these things. And even this government not even asking you to do these things. So right here, we have, that come from blind guides, blind teachers. Right here, it said, let me read it again. It said, and sing as you go, shout to the ends of the earth that Yah has redeemed his servant. See, of Yada, Yahudim. And they were not thirsty when he led them through the deserts. He divided the rock, the water gushed out for them to drink. But there is no peace, says Yah, for the wicked. So you get that, brothers and sisters? So take that to heart, the words of Yah. And now we got to cover this whole 49th chapter, which is beautiful. If you can understand these words of Yah about his redemption, you got to take your mind out of Egypt, brothers and sisters. And what Pharaoh did, and the leaders with Pharaoh, what Moshe did, and the leaders went with him and approached Pharaoh. Y'all never told us to do anything like that. We are scattered throughout this whole earth in many nations. Hear the words of Yah on the judgment against these nations and for what he wants us to do. He said, listen to me, all you in far off lands. Now listen to that, brothers and sisters. He starts right off the bat. He's telling you to listen to him. A lot of our people don't listen to Yah, but they listen to their vision. You never got that vision from Yah. Yah never told you to do nothing what he told Moshe to do. He said, listen to me, all you in far lands. Yah called me before my birth. From within the womb he called me by my name. He said, Barah will make my words of judgment sharp as swords. He has hidden me in the shadow of his hand. I am like a sharp arrow in his quiver. He said to me, you are my servant. See, this is the prophet Yashayah speaking. One is called Isaiah in the King James, but his real name is Yashayah. Yah save Yah. So right here it said, you are my servant, a prince of power. They got prince of power, but they got a footnote, the prince of Israel. Israel Yah. So he was a prince of Israel Yah with Barak. See, with the creator Yah. It said, you shall bring me honor. See, Abiyah said, through him shall bring Abiyah honor. Right here, verse 4, it said, I replied, but my work for, he said, I replied, but my work for them seems all in vain. Yes, and I even feel that way sometimes myself. When I talk to my brothers and sisters the words of Yah, only very few really hear the words of Yah and ready to obey Yah. Just like it's like talking to a brick wall. Sometimes talking to our Hebrew people, but I must keep bringing the words of Yah. Because I know it comes the time the people of Yah, the remnant, will follow Yah. He said, but my work for it seems all in vain. You know, like he said, he's doing his work for Yah. And this is the way he was feeling. It's about because the action of the people wasn't doing and turning to Yah, just like today. It's not an easy task to talk to a rebellious nation. But I know I must do the will of Yah. I can't stop. The prophets was in the same situation, dealing with the same old people. And I'm dealing with the same old nation. Despite all these nations done unto you, a lot of you still don't want to move. A lot of you still want to have this dream and vision like the ones that got the beat down before you. You got killed before you. You want to go walk that same path road, marching down to the White House. Not giving all of y'all no respect. Then with a rainbow coalition. No unity. No understanding of one who is Yah. Right here, it said, I replied, but my work for them seemed all in vain. I spent my strength for them without response. You see this one? He gave us all to try to get his people to turn back to Yah for their own benefit. But he said, I did all these things in my strength and my energy. But these people's not listening. He said, yet I leave it all with Barak for my reward. You see that? Todah Yah for Yah. He gave us all for his nation. He said, yet he did it all. He said, I would leave it all. I leave it all for my reward with Yah. And I do the same, brothers and sisters. He said, yet I leave it all with Barak for my reward. And that's what I look to for my reward, my redemption. And I say, I put my life on the line. Enemies, and I speak against this government and all the governments of the earth that make trillions, and I use money denominated because that's their craving. And do like they sold you and bought you in trades. They redeemed you for sugar, rum, and all the other things, delicacies they like. Well, y'all say you can redeem us without money, brothers and sisters. You got to take that to heart. Verse 5, it said, and now I said, Yah, Yah, who formed me from my mother's womb, to serve him who commissioned me to restore to him his people Israel. Yah. You see that? He said, now said Yah, Yah who formed me from my mother's womb to serve him who commissioned, see, who he get his commission from, to serve Yah whom he get his commission from. It said, to serve him who commissioned me to restore to him his people Israel, Yah, who has given me the strength to perform the task and honors me for doing it. And I can say the same for me as well, brothers and sisters. And this is my task, is passed down unto me at this day. And all the brothers who take part in this work of Yah, to commission, to restore to him his people of Israel, Yah. Not the governments. It only come from within the commission to restore. You ask a nation to restore you to Yah when you start to go down there and ask them for freedom. It's not in their hands, brothers and sisters, to set you free. They ain't got that power. Only Yah, brothers and sisters, will redeem us. His way, and right here, it say, and now, let me read that again. And now, said Yah, who formed me from my mother's womb to serve him, who commissioned, see, who gave authority, the orders, the knowledge, the instructions. That's what he's saying right there, commission, the power in him. Isaiah was saying, Yahshua was saying to serve, he said to serve him who commissioned me to restore to him his people Israel, Yah, who has given me the strength to perform this task and honor me for doing it. He said, you should do more than restore Israel, Yah, to me. I will make you a light to the nations of the world. You see that? To bring my salvation to them too. See the commission, brothers and sisters, he gave to Israel, Yah. He said, even at the time when we get home, all our nations are going to come unto us. We don't run to them. They're going to come to us for salvation, for the deliverance, brothers. So let me read that again. It's right here. He said, I will make you, he said, you should do more than restore Israel to me. See, some people say, I do not use beings, but he used beings. He used Yahshua, the prophet. I speak the words of Yah that he was given to Yahshua, the prophet. So you see that? The same Ruach is coming and return. It never left the earth. It was always within our people. We didn't know, but now it's a rise again. That same Ruach came from there. I'm reading you from the book of Yahshua at this time. He said, you should do more than restore Israel, Yah, to me. I will make you a light. See, a light, the pathway to Yah. Not just for us. Yes, we're going to be redeemed to Yah. But also the whole earth through us, Israel, Yah. Upright strife with Yah will be the guide, the light for the earth to see the ways of Yah, to come to Yah for deliverance. He said, and let me read it. It said, I will make you a light to the nations of the world to bring my salvation to them too. It said, Yah, the Redeemer of the Kodesh one of Israel, Yah, say to the one who is despised. See, to the one, he said to the one who is despised is us at this time. Hated among all the nations, rejected by mankind. You see that? Who rejected by the mankind? Negro, colored, black, African American, Portuguese monkeys, niggers, Negroes, and on. The list goes on. Rejected by mankind. even by our skin complexion. The head. Everything, brothers and sisters, this is us right here. The foolish mind, and then they want to trick you and put this all on one man. Think about it. Then they paint the picture white. Yes. Think about that, brothers and sisters. Or pale, or whatever you want to call it. But right here say 7, and Yah the Redeemer, the Kodesh one, which is the set apart one of Israel, y'all say 2, the one who is despised, rejected by mankind, kept beneath the heel of the earthly rulers. See, kept beneath the heels, under the authority of the earthly rulers. Kings shall stand at attention when you pass by. Brother, you see that? This is the redemption of Yah when we pass by. How you going to pass by? We got to unite together, not unite to go down to Washington, D.C. People are going to give aid and help. When they see you, Hebrew people do what you want to do. When you do what you're supposed to do, what Yah told us to do, to unite. Not to unite and go with a rainbow coalition, spend millions of dollars when you can take the millions of dollars and fortify your own nation. Why waste money and time and effort to go down there and do a bunch of talking and go back home to your houses and keep living and dying? What do you think? Look what occurred after the Million Man March. Much death. It didn't change jack. More sexual diseases, more abortions, more rapes, more kidnaps than ever. Think about that, brothers and sisters. More suppression by the government than ever. More incarceration than ever. All of this, the list goes on, what took place after the Million Man March. You got to think about these things, brothers and sisters. I only speak the truth to you. I'm not going to lie and sugarcoat and pacify nobody. When our people dying out here. It's a king shall stand at attention when you pass by. Princes shall bow low because Yah has chosen you. You see that? When you are the chosen of Yah, you don't go to them. They come to you. And when they see you, like I just said, let me read that again. Kings shall stand at attention when you pass by. Not you going down there and stand at attention to them waiting to see what they're going to say to you. How they help you. If you want to help me, find my donation site and go to my donation site and send a donation. If you want to aid. But I'm not coming down and searching for no judge, no president. You making yourself underneath their feet when you're submitting to them. You bowing down. You're going to their place of reign when they should be seeking your light. Yah said, so let your light shine before the earth. The earth got to see the darkness, understand and know they are in darkness. That's the only way the earth going to change, brother, when they see your light, when they see us united, then they're going to know Yah is with you. Uniting and going in our own direction. And then when they want to flock to us and ask us this, tell them, if you're not here to help, move to the side. If you're not here to bow down before the Yah said, move to the side. If you're not here to give us aid, that's the only thing we need. Because Yah said we'll be in need in this captivity of everything. But we don't need to go to their government and go to their offices and sit. No. If you want to do something, send us a check on the roadside where we go traveling at. We don't have to run to their offices for these checks and all these things. They buildings. We don't need to be seen on the news that way on a march. The same concept of a Million Man March, a Martin Luther King March, We don't need to do that garbage. Y'all said they're going to see us traveling. And let them come to us and they want to bow down. We're not telling them to bow down. Y'all said they're going to bow down to us. We ain't got to ask them. Watch how y'all turn this table when you obey him. We got to do it his way, not our own way. His way tell us, as we go, people going to come to us. The news media is going to flock to us. Everybody going to cater to us, brothers and sisters. We got enough finances to take it, to put our own. When we put it together and know we are a nation. And nations still won't help us. And bring the boats and all. When you understand these things, brothers and sisters. Let me finish it off. I didn't intend to make it too long. But all of this is very important. Let me find my place again. It said, okay. It said, the king shall stand at attention when you pass by. Princes shall bow low because Yah has chosen you. He, the faithful Yah, the Kodesh one of Israel, Yah chosen you. You see that? Chooses you. And Yah say, your request has come at a favorable time. He said, I will keep you from premature harm. And give you as a token and a pledge to Israel, Yah, proof that I will establish the land of Israel, Yah, and reassign it to its own people again. See, y'all gonna reassign this land, which is gonna give us back our own homeland once again. Through you, through you, I am saying to the prisoners of darkness. See that? To the prisoners of darkness, come out. You see that? And we got prisoners of darkness now. Where we at now? Cast out into into the lands. He said, I will I am saying to the prisoners of darkness, come out. I am giving you your freedom. You see that? Just like Ezekiel 37 talks about the dry bones going to be raised out of the grave of exile, out of captivity. That's the redemption of Yah, bringing us back. He gives us this knowledge. We only got to have the knowledge of Yah, brothers and sisters. You got to know the knowledge of Yah. A lot of these brothers and sisters don't know the knowledge of Yah and mislead many. Right down the two. It said, through you I am saying to the prisoners of darkness, come out. I am giving you your freedom. And they will be my sheep. See, he said, we will be the sheep, grazing in green pastures and on grassy hills. They shall neither hunger nor thirst. The searing sun and scorching desert wind will not reach them anymore. You see that? For Yah in his mercy will lead them beside the cool waters. You see that? These are the promises of Yah, brother and sister, to you when you obey him. He is the one freeing you from this darkness, the prison of darkness, what some people call the matrix. He is freeing you from these things with this knowledge. He said, I will make my mountain into level path for them. The highway shall be and the highway shall be raised above the valleys. It says, see, my people shall return from a far away. And we are the ones from far away, from the north, from the west, and the south. You see that, brothers and sisters? As far as you can get from the north, we are in the north, and in the west, we are far away in the west. And some is far away in the south. But he said he bringing us back. It says, sing for joy, O heavens. Shout, O earth. Break forth with song, O mountains. For Yah has comforted his people. You see that? These are the promises of Yah. When the process of us uniting and leaving. See, we got to unite and leave. Not unite and go to the government. He said, these kings, they're going to come to us. I guarantee you that. By the words of Yah. They're going to want to come where their light at. When we unite. See, everyone of the family is not teachers. Everyone is not the appointed shepherds of Yah. The lead is people. They will lead you in wrong directions. Y'all got the selections of people, brothers and sisters. And we form together fastly to guide you on the right road, brothers and sisters. Every road is not right because every teacher is not right. And every teacher is not the teacher of Yah. Because what teacher would tell you to unite under a rainbow coalition of names when Yah said he is one and have one name? And he said, this is my memorial throughout all generations. There's no name greater on earth than Yah. And hallelujah, kumbaya, aliyah. That is known to us today, brothers and sisters. Nothing greater than that. All the prophets bear the name of bear the name of Yah in their name. Yashayah, Yarim Yah, Obadiah, Haggai, Micaiah, Malachiah, Daniel, Tesphaniah, on and on, Yana. Even the priest, I mean not the priest, but even the Malik, king, the messenger from heaven, Micaiah bear the name of Yah, who is like Yah. No one. So right here, if I'm a place to say, Yah has confidence people and will have compassion upon them in their sorrow. You see that? Saying our sorrow, we're going to have compassion on us. Yet they say, oh, Yah deserted us, and he has forgotten us. He said, neither can a mother forget her little child and not have love for her own son. Yet, even if they should be, even that should be, I will not forget you. He said, even though if these women do that to their children, but Yah said he will not forget us. He said, see, I have tattooed your name upon my palm. And ever before me a picture of Yashalom walls in ruins. And soon your rebuilders shall come and chase away all those destroying you. You see, these are the promises. He said, those who are destroying you, like we got many destroying us now in these nations, even greatly in America, destroying us in many ways, all over the world. He said, look and see, for Yah has vowed that all your enemies shall come and be your slaves. You see that? Yah made a vow. If Yah made, when he make a vow, brother and sister, guarantee it's going to come to pass. Doesn't matter how long it takes. He said, they're going to come. He said, look and see, for Yah has vowed that your enemies shall come and be your slaves. Why the hell would you go to your enemies and ask them for freedom? See, they're going to come where we at. One way or another, they coming to us, brothers and sisters. We don't have to go to them. This not no Egypt, no Mizraim. We going there to ask, hey, Pharaoh, please can you let us go? Yah said let us go. Yah never told you that, brothers and sisters. He told them that. That's over. It's right here. It said, they will be as jewels. Let me go back up, 18. Look and see, for Yah has vowed that all your enemies shall come and be your slaves. And they will be as jewels to display, as bridal ornaments. 19. That even the most desolated part of your abandoned land should soon be crowded with your people. And your enemies who enslave you shall be far away. You see that? Even though y'all said the enemies that enslaved us are going to be far away from us. He said, a generation born in exile shall return and say, see, we are a generation born in exile. We're going to be this generation. And I believe at this time we are this generation that is born in exile shall return and say, we need more room. It is crowded here. See? Showing, this is a prophecy showing those who are exiled, there's going to come a time period, those who are in exile are going to make it all the way home and going to say, we need more room here. It's so crowded in our land. So let's hear the words of Yah right here. So never take this to heart. He said, a generation born in exile shall return and say, we need more room. It is crowded here. Then you shall think to yourself, who has given me all of these? For the most of my children were killed, and the rest were carried away into exile, leaving me here alone. Who bore these? Who raised them for me? Then Yah say, see, I will give a signal. Keep this in mind. Yah say he will give a signal, which is a sign, to the Gentiles, and they will carry your little sons back to you in their arms, and your daughters on their shoulders. Kings and queens shall serve you, and they shall care for all of your needs. You see that right there? So y'all going to get him a sign. So he going to get him a sign, brothers and sisters, to help us. See, right here in 22, it says, y'all say, see, I will give a sign to the Gentiles, which is the nations, and they shall carry your little sons back to you in their arms, and your daughters on their shoulders. See, talking about on their transportation vehicles, whatever they had, the boats, whatever. They're going to carry us back. He's going to give them a sign, brothers and sisters. Watch this. The works of Yah. He's going to give them a sign, and they're going to do for us. Watch how this thing turn. But we got to do what Yah tell us to do. But he's going to give them a sign, the Gentiles, a sign. Remember, we are the light to the world. You got to remember that. It's not the opposite way around. We are the light. It said right here, it said, Y'all say, see, I will give the nation a sign, and they should carry your little sons back to you on arms, in their arms, and your daughters on their shoulders. Kings and queens shall serve you. You see, the kings and the queens of the world, of the earth, what you can also call the presidents, the leaders, the rulers, the ministers, prime ministers, whatever, the leaders of the government will serve us. They shall care for all your needs. They shall bow to the earth before you. You see that? And lick the dust from off your feet. And then you shall know that I am Yah, and those who wait for me shall never be ashamed. And so who can snatch the prey from the hands of a mighty man? That was a question. Who can demand that a tyrant let his captives go? That's a question. See, right there, through the prophet saying, you're wasting your time to go demand a tyrant like this government is to let you go. That was the question. Right here, 25. But Yah say, even the captives of the most mighty and most terrible shall all be free. You see that? For I will fight those who fight you, and I will save your children, and I will feed your enemies with their own flesh, and they shall be drunk with rivers of their own blood. And all the world should know that I am Yah and am your Savior and Redeemer. See that? The mighty one of Israel, Yah. See, all the earth, all the world, when they buck up against us, y'all say gonna fight. We just got to move and go. We got to unite and go. Travel, unite together, travel. Use our spaces to take care of us, and all the other nations will come and eventually, those who will, they're going to help and aid. How you think we're going to get the boats back home? How you think we're going to get a mass of people from all these surrounding lands back home when we don't own the boats? The nation that own these boats and things going to help out. They're going to give them a sign. He's going to put something in their mind, brothers and sisters. All the thing the earth got to see this. One sign they're going to see when we come together, that we are the chosen ones of Yah. And Yah is our mighty one. He is our Redeemer. He is our Savior. A lot of people call it everything else they Savior. How can you, you go down there on a march to Washington and claim somebody your Savior other than Yah? When the prophet plainly tell you right here in 49:26, let me read it again for you. I will feed your enemies with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with rivers of their own flesh. See, when they fight against us, you got to take this to heart, brother and sister. It's a deadly thing once we unite and start making this journey. He said, it tells us along the way, the kings are going to come to us when they see us going past them, traveling. But he said when they try to interfere with us, death is coming. They'll be flayed with their own flesh. They're going to die. Mess with us. See right here, see when they're trying to fight against us, hold us back to hinder us from traveling. Death is going to come to them. That's what I'll be telling you right there, brothers and sisters. You got to take it to heart. Right here it says, I will feed your enemies with their own flesh, and they shall be drunk with rivers of their own blood. And all the world should know that I am Yah. See, the world will know by us obeying Yah, not running to a government asking them for redemption, asking them for freedom. We're going to take it. Remember, the one meaning for redemption is to take. We're taking it by the words of Yah. We're taking it back. We're not asking for Jack back. We're not asking what the Moshe did. He asked in Egypt. We're taking it now. That's the great difference. You got to see it. Moshe asked. He said, there's going to be much greater. We're taking it back by the will of Yah. He's taking it back. He's telling us, remember, we're going to be like little lions among the wolves in all the nations. We're going to be like little lions. Lions don't ask Jack. They go and take it. You got to keep that in mind. What lion you ever seen in these videos go and ask, and then can he have one of their babies? Or a kangaroo or elephant? Can we have a baby? You ain't the lion. You're not the lion of Yah. You're running down there to the United States government asking them for something, asking them for freedom. It's a no-no. When it comes down to our freedom, you don't ask, brother and sister. That was in Moshe time. We're not in Moshe time no more, brothers and sisters. We're not in Mizraim time no more. I gave the words of Yah. You can do what you want to do with it, brothers and sisters. I gave it. It said, all the world should know that I am Yah, am your Savior and Redeemer, the mighty one of Israel, Yah. With that, that's all I got to say in this video.